sound judgments made all the way through the Crown Minerals Act.
I call Maureen Pugh.
Thank you, Mr Chair. I just wanted to take a short call and refer my contribution just now to clause 9 in section part 1, section 41A, and in particular to part 2 in there. I find the numbering and the references in there quite confusing. Section 2 talks to repeal section 41A 1 and then replace in section 3, replace section 41A 2 with. And so 41A 2 is replaced with the a permit participant must notify the Minister in accordance with subsection 3 if, and subsection 3, which I presume is the section prior, which has replaced section 41A2. So I found myself in a bit of a circular debate around tracking those numbers, but just wondered if there could be some clarification around that. But also I'd like to get some clarification on exactly what the permit participant is in, that's being referenced in this particular clause. I am assuming that it is in reference to Tier 2 permit holders, but just not clear if that is indeed the case. I do note that a Tier 1 is covered elsewhere in this particular bill, being those permits that are of higher risk, likely to be higher returns, we would hope, but also a lot more complex in terms of the oversight that is required from the ministry. But where Tier 2 is lower returns expected, more likely to be requiring less management, a more pragmatic approach to the operation, and likely to be very small and perhaps even hobby operations. So just really requiring the Minister, if he could, just to clarify whether this does indeed this section does indeed strictly apply to Tier 2 permit holders. And I also take up the point around notification of the Minister, and could perhaps we get some clarity on the time frame around this in this particular clause, if it does indeed apply to Tier 2 permit holders. Just in this clause, just simply refers to a permit participant must notify the Minister, but as I said, I found it difficult to track the numbering in there to refer me back to the appropriate part of that clause. Thank you, Mr Chair.
I call Kieran McAnulty.
I move that the question be now put.
I call Lawrence Hill.
Mr Chair, thank you for